Welcome back to Video Productions on a Budget for Churches. This is the live stream module, saving your live stream to cut down to smaller pieces of content for your social media. Now, in this course, we've gone back and we've created a sermon bumper, and we've kind of gone over that. But in this lesson, we'll discuss how to save your live stream and repurpose it for your social media platforms, meaning to not rip it off of YouTube or Facebook. You can do that. I don't recommend it. But when you're live streaming, press record in the live streaming software. That way you have a backup for just in case the powers that be at YouTube or Facebook kind of pull it down, and you can re-upload it. But I've noticed that Facebook likes to remove the music and mute the music because of sometimes if the church is playing with tracks and it's mostly tracks, it thinks that it's recorded music and they will mute the stream. YouTube will give you what's called a copyright strike or a copyright claim, so that there will be ads placed on your stream. So the artist of the music you're singing, even if it's not the artist that it's actually singing, can monetize your live stream, and it's when you replay the live stream. So what I recommend when you repurpose your live stream, cut the music out and just do the message. Repurposing your live stream content for social media is a great way to extend the reach of your message and engage with your audience in a new way. By cutting down your live stream into smaller pieces of content, you can highlight key moments and messages from your service. If you go back to like Elevation or Bethel or the big boys, you can see them. They pull clips just like a podcast will. They'll pick key points and they'll repost it as a clip. That's what I recommend that you do. That way you have multiple pieces of content that will add more legitimacy for these social platforms, for their AI and algorithms to see like, oh, wow, this is an actual channel. They're actually trying to get views. And the algorithm pushes it out to many people who are looking for something around your message or something that the algorithm might think, oh, this person might like this, so here you go, and recommend your channel. So here's how to save your live stream and cut it down for social media. Saving your live stream. The first step is to save your live stream. Most streaming platforms offer a way to save your live stream directly on the platform. But you need to make sure to save your live stream in the highest quality possible to ensure the best results when repurposing. Like I said, don't rip it off YouTube or Facebook. You can do that, but the Facebook compression is really brutal. And YouTube's compression on the encoding is, it's better, but it's not like the best it can look. So I recommend, again, to press record in your live streaming software when it's being broadcast out. Okay. Now, once you've saved your live stream, you can use the video editing software that we've already gone over, Premiere Pro, to cut it down into smaller pieces of content. When you are cutting down your live stream, you need to focus on the key moments or messages that will resonate with your social media audience. And in reality, when you're thinking about the key moments of your message, what resonates with you? What resonates with you in the message? Cut that out and then repost it as a clip. It's really the concept is a lot of steps, it seems like, but in reality, what you're doing is you're creating more content for the algorithms to see that you are posting. Okay. And then we're going to also use the other ones to title your clips. And what you might do for your titles is take a small portion and title that your video, and then also grab a frame from the video and use that as your live stream with some text on the side of a thumbnail. So, in conclusion, saving your live stream and cutting it down for social media is a valuable way to extend the reach of your church's message. By understanding how to save and repurpose your live stream, you can create engaging content for your social media platforms. All right. So I really want to see you guys repurposing your live streams and reposting it. All right. Welcome back to the tutorial on how to cut down your live stream into shorts and reels. So I'm in project right now. We already know how to create a project, how to import things, how to import files. So I've already dragged it in here. It's right here. So I'm going to, and it's already in the source window. Cover that. And so what we're going to do, we're going to scrub through in the source window to find the clip that we like. So you can click right here to find the audio files here, the audio side of it. And I think I found a clip right here that's going to work.
Right? You can't have your hands on the wheel for driving, okay? Right? You can't have your hands on the wheel and let Jesus be in control. Right? Say amen. Yeah, there you go. All right. So that's two people driving at one time. There might not be four hands on the wheel, but there's two people driving, okay? Right? You can't have your hands on the wheel and let Jesus be.
Start right here. So I've already created in and out points. Again, the key shortcuts for creating in and out points is I and O on the keyboard here.
There might not be four hands on the wheel, but there's two people driving, okay?
Starting right here.
You can't have your hands on the wheel and let Jesus be in control. Right? Pastor Jeff, this brings back, Pastor Jeff's always pointed out this sticker he saw on somebody's bumper talking about.
All right, that's a good clip right there. So we're going to go here, and we're just going to click this. We're going to actually click the file right here, and we're going to drag it in. And so now it's only dragging in the clip that we selected in the source window. All right. So this was shot in 720. So we're going to push this up to 150 to make it fit frame. All right. All right. Now we're going to go over to the text window here because we're in captions and graphics workspace. If you don't remember how to do that, go over here to this area right here, and we're in captions and graphics, and we're going to go over here to the source area over here, click text, and we are going to mute that so we can find this. That. Now we're going to drag this down so Premiere can see the file. All right, there we go. Now it's seeing over here that it's untranscribed. What we're going to do, we're going to transcribe it. Click transcribe. And Premiere is going to use AI to listen to the audio, and it's going to take whatever he says, and he is going to and Photoshop or Premiere is going to transcribe it for us. All right, so it has. All right, so it has finished transcribing the clip here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here in the transcript, and we're just going to trim it back right here. And this is really cool. What you can do is you can text, or you can edit by text. So I've already highlighted a section I want to remove. So I'm going to right click, and it's going to bring down this menu here. We're going to delete Ripple, and there you go, it's gone. And it has edited the file over here. All right, it's made it shorter. I want to edit this. You can also, if it has misspelled or mistranscribed something, you can also edit the text over here. That way, when we create captions later on, it is spelled correctly. And so I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so I have made the edits, and so what we're going to do now, we're going to create captions for the reels. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to this little button right here. We're going to click that. We're going to create captions. So it's going to bring up a setup window here. We're going to do subtitle default. We're going to click this little arrow button here. We're going to drag this down into captioning preferences, and we are going to tell this the maximum length in characters to be around 10 characters. Because I want to have one to two words on the screen at one time. So it's following. So it's following along. You see on Reels and text, when they have text up on screen, it's usually like 1 to 2 words. I mean, there are some that put up like half a sentence as well, but I want it to follow what the exact word that the speaker is saying. And on lines, I'm going to create that to be single because I want it to be on one plane, no doubles. Okay. You can tell it to be minimum duration in seconds. I've got it set at 3. But since it's only going to be like one word, 1 to 2 words on screen, it's going to be very quick. Okay? All right. So we're going to create captions. All right. And up here, you've got the subtitles.
Pastor Jeff, this brings back. Pastor Jeff's always pointed out this sticker he saw in somebody's bumper talking about Jesus is my co-pilot, right? Anybody heard him talk about that? It's like, well, that's really an incorrect statement. Jesus is your pilot, and you need to let go and get in the passenger seat, right? You're not co-piloting with Jesus. Jesus needs to be piloting the plane. Jesus needs to be driving the car, right? That's living sacrifice. I have complete control of my life, right? I make the decisions I make. I spend the money I want. You know, I'm in control, right? Are you in control of your life? Right? We have free will. But to be a living sacrifice is laying down what we can do or what we want for him, to obey him. Maybe to do something that maybe we don't necessarily, right? Or talk to someone we may not want to talk to, right? More than any sacrifice you can make, loving him is more important.
All right, we're going to stop it there. That's the end of the clip. I'm going to drag that in. So we're going to make this around 1 minute. So we're going to put an out and an in. Get rid of that. make it tighter. So once you create in and out points in this in the sequence itself, it's going to tell you how long the clip is right over here, the in and out duration. And you can see it's at 1 minute, 3 seconds, and it's on the 20th frame. So we want to tighten that up to where it is less than a minute, okay? And we're going to go up to sequence up here in this section right here. And we are going to auto reframe this sequence. Actually, let me tell you also. So we're going to highlight these captions here. And we're going to go up to graphics and titles right up here. And we're going to upgrade the captions to graphic. All right. So that's going to take whatever the subtitles is, and we're going to turn them into graphics. Okay. So we're going to bring these down. How I'm doing this is I'm pressing Option or Alt if you're on Windows and pressing the down key. You can do that very easily. Turn that back on.
Pastor Jeff's always pointed out the sticker he saw in somebody's bumper talking about.
All right, so I'm going to cut this right here. And brought up the blade. I brought up the blade tool using C, razor tool, blade tool, and clicked Shift and click to cut both the audio and the text up here. Delete. Drag that in. All right, so we're now at 1 minute, 2 seconds. All right, so let's see how.
Pastor Jeff's always pointed out the sticker he saw in somebody's bumper talking about.
All right, so we're going to highlight all this, and we're going to make this a subsequence, and we're going to click back in. The reason why we're doing that is because we're going to tell this. We're going to go up to sequence here, and we're going to auto reframe the sequence. On here, target aspect ratio, I'm going to create it for 9:16. It's the opposite of 16:9, so it's made to be in vertical, okay? So we're going to click create.
Pastor Jeff's always pointed out the sticker he saw in somebody's bumper talking about Jesus is my co-pilot, right? Anybody heard him talk about that? It's like, well,
all right, so we're going to find the dead spots here, and we're going to cut out majority of the dead spots, okay? We're doing that so we can make it as tight as possible to hit that minute mark.
to obey him. Maybe to do something that maybe we don't necessarily. Right? Right? More than any sacrifice you can make, loving him is more.
All right, so we're at 57 seconds, okay? So I'm going to show you something else for creating captions. So we're going to highlight this right here, and we're going to make this a lot bigger, okay? So 54, would this fit at 54? Yes. Okay, cool. Control Z. I'm going to show you something really cool. All right, so we're going to create a text style. We're going to highlight that. We're going to create a linked style, which is going to so I already created one. It's for this course. I'm going to click that, and we're just going to copy. Actually, let's go over here and find it right here. Drag this into our project area here, and let's go back to edit. Done. We're going to highlight all this text here. We're going to apply the style, so that makes it a lot easier. And there you go. And so how to create a style is you're going to highlight one graphic, click it, create. You've set up your font and all of that. You're going to click this plus sign, and you're going to create, and you're going to click create style. You can call it whatever you want, and you can tell it to save to local styles as well to the project itself. Okay, since I've already done that, I'm not gonna press OK. I'm gonna press cancel. All right, in the audio section here, going to go over to Essential Sound, which I've already created, or I've already pulled in the window in Workspace. I'm sorry. You can activate windows from different workspaces by clicking the window drop down, menu, and you can add in whatever works, whatever you want. So let's see if you want to add in a different program monitor, progress, projects, events, audio track mixer, like that, and it just brings it in. All right.
That's living sacrifice. I have complete control.
All right, so now we're going to go over down to the audio. I'm going to unlink this. And over here, and it's already tagged it via AI as dialogue. You can clear the audio type and you can tell it whatever it is. It could be sound effects, could be ambience, could be music, but we're going to stick to dialogue and we're going to tell it to enhance. What that does, it's going to punch it up. It's going to help it out a lot.
Right? That's living sacrifice.
So get rid of that that extra floor noise there, that floor noise, that psst sound that was there. And then we're going to add some creativity. We're going to add some reverb to it. I'm going to put it in the church.
I make the decisions I make. I spend the money I want. You know, I'm in control, right?
Now, the reason why I use reverb, it's to put them in the room. So when the person's actually watching the reel, it actually feels like they're in the room with them.
Right? Or talk to someone we may not want to talk to, right? More than any sacrifice you can make.
All right, and now I'm going to go down here. We're going to drag this down. We're going to click this button here called Show Keyframes, and we're going to go down to track keyframes and go to volume. And what that's going to do is going to, for the entire track, so instead of it being individual clips, having to change the volume on the individual clips, I am going to turn the whole track up by itself. Do that.
About Jesus is my co-pilot, right? Anybody heard him talk about that? It's like, well, that's really an incorrect statement. Jesus is your pilot, and you need to let go.
What you can also do
seat, right?
is you can go to the individual frames and right click and go to audio gain, and we're going to normalize the peaks to -3.
You're not co-piloting with Jesus. Jesus needs to be piloting the plane. Jesus needs to be driving the car, right?
All right,
That's
so
living
now we're
sacrifice.
going to, we found it. We're going to do it out point, so we're going to export. We'll go up here to the export area right here. And so we're going to keep it as source in and out. Match source high bit rate. We're going to name our reel. Sacrifice reel. And we're going to match the source, because what that's going to do is it's going to clip whatever you have on it's going to match the source sequence. Okay, so it's going, if you were doing, if you redid this in this timeline that I was in previously, it would have black bars on the sides. All right, and it would export it out in a 16:9. What we want to do is export it out as a 9:16. Okay, so we're going to high bit rate and check this, match source, audio, all good, and we're going to export. All right, that's it.
This brings back, Pastor Jeff's always pointed out this sticker he saw in somebody's bumper talking about, Jesus is my co-pilot, right? Anybody heard him talk about that? It's like, well, that's really an incorrect statement. Jesus is your pilot, and you need to let go and get in the passenger seat, right? You're not co-piloting with Jesus. Jesus needs to be piloting the plane. Jesus needs to be driving the car, right? That's living sacrifice.
I have complete control of my life, right? I make the decisions I make. I spend the money I want. You know, I'm in control, right? Are you in control of your life? Right? We have free will. But to be a living sacrifice is laying down what we can do or what we want for him, to obey him. Maybe to do something that maybe we don't necessarily, right? Or talk to someone we may not want to talk to, right? More than any sacrifice you can make, loving him is more important.
Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.